Greetings! Mantaray79 here, and welcome back to another tech profile video for Cardfight Vanguard Deer Days! Alrighty, let's get started. Pressing the A button now. Loading game and proceeding. And here we are in the main menu, going up to edit deck menu. And now in today's video, the deck profile I'm gimmicky one for is a Keter Sanctuaries, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace, D-BT11, and okie dokie, let's get started. So selecting the deck, entering edit deck, and off we go. Here we are in the edit deck menu, and like I just mentioned before, the deck I'm building today's deck profile video is a Keter Sanctuaries, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace deck, made up of cards only available up until D-BT11. And alright, let's begin. So first we go to filter settings and to pack. Show only cards from D-Booster 1, Genesis of the 5 Greats, D-Booster 2, Brush of Legends, D-Booster 3, Advance of Intertwined Stars, D-Booster 4, Awakening of Chakrabarti, D-Booster 5, Strive Return of Brave Heroes, Festival Booster 2021, Festival Booster 2022, Promo Pack number 1, D-Booster 6, Blazing Dragon Reborn, D-Booster 7, Raging Flame Against Emerald Storm, D-Booster 8, Minerva Rising, D-Booster 9, Dragon Tree Invasion, D-Booster 10, Dragon Masquerade, Festival Booster 2023, and D-Booster 11, Rising of Heroes. Pack selected, apply filters, filters applied, let's get started. First up, the ride deck. And now for the ride deck. For the cards in this ride deck we're playing, ride deck, Grade 3, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace. Skills, first skill, continuous as a Vanguard. Your Persona ride also increases the power of your back row units. Second skill, action as a Vanguard, once per turn, cost Counterblast 1 and Soul Blast 1. If you cost in paid, draw a card, choose a card from hand, call to back row center or rear guard circle. Until end of turn, that unit can attack from the back row, and it gets plus 10,000 power. Third skill, auto as a Vanguard. At the end of battle, your back row center or rear guard attacked. Put that unit into soul, and draw a card. And at that, we've covered the Grade 3 Sword State Night Dragon Gramgrace. We have the ride deck. Next up, ride deck, Grade 2, Divine Sister, Gatabao. Skill, continuous as a Vanguard. When you would ride from the ride deck, you can ride with Soul Blast 1 instead of choose a card from hand, discard it. And okay, the Grade 2, Divine Sister, Gatabao, we have the ride deck. And here we have ride deck, Grade 1, Incision Angel. Skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, draw a card. Choose a card from hand, discard it. Affirmative, the Great One, Incision Angel, we have the ride deck. And finally, the ride deck, Grade 0, Starting Magic, Star Lily. Skill, auto. When this unit is rolled upon, if you went second, draw a card. Confirmed, Grade 0, Starting Magic, Star Lily, we have the ride deck. With that, we've covered the deck's ride deck. Next, let's get on to the Grade 3 lineup. And now for the Grade 3 lineup. For the Grade 3s in this deck we are playing, the Grade 3, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace. Since we already explained this card's skills and effects during the ride deck portion of the video, we just skip ahead. For the Grade 3, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace, we have 3 in the main deck. Here we have the Grade 3, Knight of War Damage, Fasado. Skills, first skill, continuous as a rearguard. This unit cannot be chosen by opponent's card effects. Second skill, auto as a rearguard. When this unit attack hits, countercharge 1 and soul charge 1. Alright, the Grade 3, Knight of War Damage, Fasado. We have 3 in the deck. And next we have the Grade 3, Divine Knight of Deeply Laid Stratagems, Sages. Skills, first skill, continuous as a rearguard or guardian. If your opponent's drive check or damage check reveal a trigger unit this turn, this unit gets plus 10,000 power, plus 10,000 shield. Second skill, auto as a rearguard once per turn. When this unit attacks, look at the top card of your deck, put it in the top of the deck or put into soul, then counterblast 1. If the cost in paid, perform all of the following. First effect, choose one of your opponent's 14,000 power or greater Vanguards, increase this unit's power by that unit's power until end of battle. Second effect, cost, remove an overtrigger from drop. If the cost in paid, choose one of your other front row units, and it gets plus 15,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the Grade 3, Divine Knight of Deeply Laid Stratagems, Sages, we have 2 in the deck. And here we have the Grade 3, Knight of Soaring Blade, Fernvale. Skill, auto, from the back row center rearguard. At the end of battle, this unit attacked. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, cost Soul Blast 1 and discard a card from hand. If the cost and pay, choose one of your Vanguards with Gramgrace in its card name, and it gets plus 10,000 power and plus 1 drive until end of turn. Affirmative, the grade 3 Knight of Soaring Blade Fernvale, we have 4 in the deck. And lastly, the grade 3 Normal Order Gratia Gradel. Skills, first skill, continuous, Regulus piece. You may only have one Regulus piece in your deck and use it a total of 1 time in the fight. Second skill, Order. Place if you have a grade 3 Vanguard Persona ride and you do not ride this turn. Activate Persona ride. Draw a card. All of your units gets plus 10,000 power this turn, and you're a guard to Persona Road. Confirm, grade 3, Gratia Gradel, we have 1 in the deck. And at that, we've covered the deck's grade 3 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 2 lineup. And now for the grade 2 lineup. For the grade 2s in this deck we are playing, the grade 2, Knight of Soaring Refinement, Deefen. Skills, first skill, auto as a rear guard. When your grade 3 or greater unit in the center column attacks, if you have a Vanguard of Gramgrace in its card name, that attacking unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of battle. Second skill, auto from the front row rear guard. When this unit attacks, if you have a Vanguard of Gramgrace in its card name, and your units in the center column attack 2 or more times this turn, cost Counter Blast 1. If you cost and pay, this unit gets plus 15,000 power until end of battle. Alright, grade 2, Knight of Soaring Refinement, Deefen, we have 4 in the deck. Next, the grade 2, Divine Sister, Langdachat. Skill, continuous as a rear guard. If your soul has a grade 3 or greater card, this unit gets boost and plus 5,000 power, active on opponent's turn 2. Okie dokie, grade 2, Divine Sister, Langdachat, we have 3 in the deck. And next, the grade 2, Knight of Soaring Spear, Gwynlaw. Skill, auto. When this unit is placed on radar circle, if you have a Vanguard of Gramgrace in its card name, Soul Charge 1. And this unit gets plus 5,000 power until end of turn. Affirmative, the grade 2, Knight of Soaring Spear, Gwynlaw, we have 3 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 2 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 1 lineup. And now for the grade 1 lineup. For the grade 1s in this deck we are playing, the grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have up to a total of 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Auto. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. If your hand has 2 more cards, choose a card from hand, discard it. Alright, grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the grade 1, Blitz Order, Elementary Sanctitude. Skills, first skill, Continuous Sentinel. You may only have a total of up to 4 cards of Continuous Sentinel deck. Second skill, Continuous. You may only have 1 Elementary Sanctitude deck. Third skill, Order. If your opponent's Vanguard has triple drive, this ability can be played without paying the cost. Place the cost of, discard a card from hand if your Vanguard is grade 3 or less. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit until end of battle. Move this card. Okay, the grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude, we have 1 in the deck. Next, the grade 1, Bringer of Soaring Wind, Lacti. Skill, auto is up from the back row rigor circle. At the end of your turn, if you have a Vanguard of Gramgrace in card name, cost, retire this unit. If the cost and pay, choose a grade 3 unit card from your soul and put into hand. Affirmative, the grade 1, Bringer of Soaring Wind, Lacti, we have 3 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's grade 1 lineup. Next, let's get on to the grade 0 lineup. And now for the trigger lineup. For the triggers in this deck we are playing, the grade 0, Spiritual King of Aquatics, it is Faro, Overtrigger. Skill, trigger, additional effect. Choose a card from drop, put into hand. Choose one of your units, and it gets +1 critical until end of turn. Alright, the grade 0, Spiritual King of Aquatics, it is Faro, Overtrigger, we have 1 in the deck. And next, the grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, critical trigger. Skill, auto as rear guard. At the end of battle, this unit boosted. Cost, put this unit into your soul. If the cost and pay, choose one of your units, and it gets +2,000 power until end of turn. Okie dokie, the grade 0, Blade Feather Dragon, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. And here we have the grade 0, Knight of Orderly Bow, Leavark, critical trigger, we have 4 in the deck. And next, the grade 0, Protection Magic Parabi, draw trigger, skill, continuous as a guardian. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, this unit gets +5,000 shield. Affirmative, the grade 0, Protection Magic Parabi, draw trigger, we have 3 in the deck. Next, the grade 0, Affectionate Heart Angel, heal trigger, skill, auto. When this unit is put in Guardian Circle, if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's Vanguard grade, this unit gets +10,000 shield until end of battle. Confirm the Great Zero, Affectionate Heart Angel, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. And lastly, the Great Zero, Knight of Clarion Strings, Ricula, heal trigger. We have 2 in the deck. With that, we've covered the deck's trigger lineup. And if that deck's been built, Cardfight explained, for the cards in this deck we are playing, 3 Grade 3, Knight of More Damage, Fasado. 2 Grade 3, Divine Knight of Deeply Laid Stratagems, Sagas. 4 Grade 3, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace. 4 Grade 3, Knight of Soaring Blade, Fernmail. 1 Grade 3, Grade Grello. 1 Grade 2, Divine Sister, Gatabao. 4 Grade 2, Knight of Soaring Refinement, Deefin. 3 Grade 2, Divine Sister, Langchat. 3 Grade 2, Knight of Soaring Spear, Gwynlaw. 1 Grade 1, Incision Angel. 3 Grade 1, Palladium Zeal Dragon. 1 Grade 1, Elementary Sanctitude. 3 Grade 1, Bringer of Soaring Wind, Lacti. 1 Grade 0, Starting Magic, Starlily, starting unit. And for the triggers in this deck we are playing, 1, it is Faro, Over Trigger. 8 critical triggers. 3 draw triggers. And 4 heal triggers. With that deck built, Cardfight explained. Next, let's get on to testing out the deck. And here we are in the main menu, going to test out the deck, so heading over to Fight menu, selecting CPU Fight, choosing the deck I just showcased to you, the Keter Sanctuaries, Sword State Night Dragon, Gramgrace, D-BT11 deck. It all looks fine from here. Selecting deck, choosing my opponent for this fight. I'm going to test the deck out on Dark Stage, Kanji Megura, Heart difficulty, and click. The battle begins. Let's get started. And here we're in the fight. Exactly was first, so rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, I win, going first. Drawing our starting hands, I got myself a Persona Ride, a Draw Trigger, a Fernmail, a Lacti, and a Gwynlaw. Not a bad draw. Holding on to all normal units, redrawing triggers, redraw. I drew a Deviant, not bad. And going first, draw. I ride from the right deck, Incision Angel. Right deck cost, I am discarding. Tough choice. I think I'm gonna, gotta hold on the Persona Ride and Fernmail for later, and as well as Lacti, so gotta hold on the Perfect Guard, so I have to choose either Deefin or Gwynlaw to discard. Deefin seems like a better choice, just gonna discard Gwynlaw, discard, and ride! Incision Angel. That's the end of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes, my opponent rides to Grade 1. The Diablo's Bad Steve. Steve skill, Superior Calling, Matt to the back row. Soul Charging, yes, draw trigger. Draw and heal out of deck. He calls Brainwash Swirler, Swirler skill, Soul Charge. Perfect Guard, yes, another card less to worry about. Here comes Steam Gunner. Yes, Over Trigger. So many triggers out of the deck. Lucky me. No guard, gonna take it.
No guard.
Out. Damage check. Yes, critical, just what I needed. I give it all to the Vanguard. Things are starting out great for me. Critical up and power to Vanguard. And here comes Bad Steve, boosted by Matt. 14k. 1 trigger to pass. No guard. Key drive checks. No trigger, safe. The attack fails. And ka-chink. Safe. End of opponent's turn, my turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck, Divine Sister, Gatabal. Right deck cost I am discarding. I have 2 copies of Deefin, so discard 1 extra copy, discarding Deefin, ride, Gatabal. And let's see. Activating Incision Angel skill. I draw and discard. Draw. And I discard Fasado, discard. Next to the main phase, I call Deefin to rear guard, call. That's it from my... And... Yep, that's gonna be it. Since Fabrinel's power to retire rear guards, gotta play it safe. So... Oh, wait, hold on. That's only until he gets to grade 3. I can just use these skills to combo, so I can just go all in for now. Calling Lacti to the back row, and going to battle phase. First, my defense attacks the Vanguard, 10k. The attack goes through, and slash, damage check. Heal trigger, cannot heal, but he powers up. I made the right choice to call a boosting unit. Boosted by Lacti, my Gataball attacks the Vanguard, 18k. The attack goes through, drive check. No trigger, another Lacti. 1 damage, and bang bang bang, damage check. No trigger, grade 3, safe. End of my turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the grade 2, Diabolos, Anger Richard. Richard's skill, Mat to Soul, and he calls Selfish Engraver and Swirler. He soul charges another perfect guard. Yes, looking good. Oh no, he's attacking my rear guard. Fabino's gonna retire anyway, so no guard. I can't even protect it. Really sorry about that. And Swirlers and Engraver skill, he soul charges. Here comes 18k to Vanguard. No guard. Drive check. No trigger. And ow! Damage check. No trigger. Grade 3. And opponent's turn. My turn. Stand and draw. I ride from the right deck. Sword State Night Dragon Gramgrace. Activating Gataball skill. Soul Blasting 1 instead. I Soul Blast the Grade 1 Incision Angel. Soul Blast. And ride Gramgrace. Activating Gramgrace's skill. Counterblast 1. Counterblast. And Soul Blast. Soul Blast. Draw a card. Draw. And calling Fernbale in Lacti's place. Powering. That ought to do it. Now going to going to battle phase. Then 13k to Vanguard. The attack goes through. Twin drive. First check. Yes, another Fernbale. Second check. Get heal trigger. I can heal. Healing 1 and power to Fernbale here. 1 damage and slash. Damage check. Grade 3, safe. Now Fernbale to Vanguard, 33k. The attack goes through. Another slash. Damage check. No trigger. Grade 1, safe. Gramgrace's skill. Moving Fernbale to Soul. Draw a card. I drew a critical trigger. End of turn, my opponent's turn. Here comes the grade 3. Fabrinel. I have no rear guard, so we can't retire anything. And he calls a grade 3. Skill, hand card to Soul. Rear guard to Vanguard, 18k. Let's see. His Fabrinel needs a total of 13 grades in the Soul to restand, so in his Soul he has 3 grade 0s, 3 grade 1s, 2 grade 2s, and 1 grade 3, so that's, let's see, 3, 7, 10, only 10, so as long as he doesn't Soul Charge another grade 3, I'm safe. So the smart thing is to block Engraver since it doesn't Soul Charge, guarding with the heal trigger Recula, guard, 18k, and the chink, safe. Here comes Fabrinel, 21k. No guard, gonna take it. Here comes Twin Drive, first check. No trigger, Swirler, and second check. Critical trigger, oh no! Crit to Vanguard and power to his rear guard. 2 damage to me. Here comes Ow! Damage check first. Yes, critical, just what I needed. Critical to Vanguard. All effects. And second check. Come on, something good. Over trigger! Damage negated. And 100 million power to Vanguard. Draw a card, a grade 3. Can attack, and this turn, my turn. Stand and draw. Time to go all in. Let's go. Persona Ride time. Persona Ride. Sword State, Night Dragon, Gramgrace. Power and draw. Gramgrace's skill. Counter Blast 1 and Soul Blast 1. Soul Blast. Draw a card. Draw. Ah, critical, not good. I call Fernbale to rear guard. Call. I call Fasado to rear guard. Call. Hold on, powering up and calling Fasado. And Lacti. And I should save one Lacti for later, but I should also preserve my hand for defending for his upcoming turn. So calling Lacti to here and calling a calling the critical trigger Blade Feather Dragon to here. Call. That ought to do it. Now let's head over to battle phase. First, my Fernbale attacks the Vanguard. 33k. He tackles through. Slash. Damage check. No trigger. Safe. Now here comes Fernbale's skill. Soul Blast 1. I Soul Blast Fernbale. And discard a card. I discard critical trigger Leave Arc. Nope. Discarding Lacti. Discarding Lacti and power and drive to Vanguard. Then Vanguard skill. Into Soul and draw. Drew a grade 2. Alright, then Vanguard to Vanguard. 33k. Triple drive. He quadruple guards to 53. 58. 3 pass. First check. Draw trigger. Draw card. Power to Blade Feather. Second check. Gratia Gredel. Third check. A Persona Ride. Nice. The attack may have failed, but I can still go all in. Now, Blade Feather Dragon to Vanguard. Hold on. His skill is grade 2. It goes to Soul. 24k to Vanguard. He tackles through. And boom. Damage check. No trigger. 6 damage. I win. That wasn't too bad. I got to try at least some of the new cards and make them work out pretty well for me. So I got win, double trigger, drew an over trigger, did a Persona Ride, 6 turns passed, did a Superior Call, 1 of 10 or more cards in hand, and drew 3 more times in 1 turn. I got 2150 VP, total 554,925 VP, pressing A to go next, leaving the fight and returning to the fight menu. Here we're on the fight menu, leaving fight menu, going back to main menu, back in the main menu to edit deck menu, and with that, the deck's been built, card effects explained, and I just finished testing the deck out in front of you. So first I want to say is, thank you to the viewers for watching today's video, and to please stay tuned for more videos I plan to upload in the near future. I also will show support by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my videos and channel. And with that I say, goodbye, and see you all soon!